Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Once again, it is your your frosty bearded Blerdicorn here. Hopefully, you guys are doing what I tell you to always do. Hopefully, you're washing these, you're covering this, staying as far away as you need to because people are nasty, they're getting sick, and they're coughing over everybody. If you go to a restaurant, cover your mouth. If you're talking to people, cover your mouth. If you're dirty, wipe your butt. That's all you need to do. It's simple rules, very, very simple rules. But y'all, I am so excited. Thank y'all for being patient with me. I am here on IG. What's going on, IG fam? We got Andrea, we got Starlina. Hey, if y'all really want to interact with us, come on over to my YouTube channel, Navy Montel, and be a part of the conversation. But either way, I'm going to be doing this. So if you see me doing this, don't get mad. Don't get mad. But let me tell you, I am quite honored and privileged because today I have gaming royalty here. And literally a game queen, y'all. She is a cosplayer. She is a gamer. She has an amazing personality, just talented all around. And before we started, I told her, I'm giving you your flowers. Just accept it. She was like, oh, okay. What, you going to just throw them in my face? Yep. Yep. It's going to be all up in the grill. If y'all seen my convos, y'all know I'm all about giving flowers to those. And especially now in this month right now at Black History Month, this is our leap year month, so it's 29 days. So if you think it's 28, I think you need to just flip the calendar. But there's so many creative, amazing people out here. Creatives, cosplayers, gamers, artists, writers, musicians, you name it. All of these stellar people. So we need to give them their flowers if you have the opportunity. Doesn't matter where they are on the scale. So what if they have millions of followers, they only have 14? So what? They're pursuing their passions, they love what they love, and they're sharing it with the world. So, and that way we can get away from all the nasty, stupid people. But I digress. So we're gonna do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you MsGameQueen.
Howdy.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, how you doing? Oh my god, I can't do it with the headphone. Normally I would spin, but you know what? Hold on.
oh, you spin? Oh,
Let's go.
oh, thank you.
How
Uh,
are you, my dear?
I am dandy. I'm doing the daylight thing. I work night, so me being up, I'm like, oh, day walker time. How y'all doing out here? Like, all
to
right.
be to be fair, we've been doing the daywalker life forever. I mean, we've all been in the movie Blade at one time or another in some way,
Mm.
shape, or form. So don't even matter. But how are you? Oh my
Oh, I'm all
goodness.
right. I was streaming last night. And I was like, okay, let me wrap it up so I can be responsible and get some sleep. And I was like, let me just jump on a game and play for a little bit. Let me just play. Then I'm like, oh my God. You know that feeling where you're like, is that a bird tweeting? You're like, okay, all right. So, ooh wee.
So you realize when life is going on, it's like, wait,
Yeah, I was
there's a
like,
cloud out there? Wait, I can see it.
yeah, because it's still kind of dark a little bit. And I'm in Arizona. So, you would think the sun
Ah,
be like, hey, but what is it, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning we here? But I was like, all right, I'm okay. But it's that one disrespectful bird that be like, you effed up.
I don't
You
know why
effed
you
up.
surprised by that. Hey, everybody in IG, we got Tink Bird, we got, oh my gosh, what's going on, San Leon? That's, yeah, I'm not gonna give you a real name because I know who you are, but your family, you're amazing. Y'all, I've been so hyped for this. Y'all have no idea because when you get the chance to meet creative people who are passionate, who aren't trying to do it for the clout, who aren't trying to do it for the fame, but they do it because they love it,
Yeah.
that is a gift in itself. So to be able to have a chance to chat with this person right here, I'm telling you right now, this is dope.
Go on.
Okay, I'm just saying. Just saying. So I know I've given a bit of an introduction, but please tell everybody who you are.
Oh yeah, so I'm his game queen. For short, people call me GQ. I know it kind of throws people out because they'll be like the magazine, like like just game, just you're making it more complicated than it has to be. I'm trying. But yeah, like it's crazy. Like I've been playing games for a minute, just like everybody has. But I think what was rare for me, being out here is they were always shocked as like a little OCD kid I was. So I would keep everything like near pristine, and it'd be like you could just when they get like Nintendo 64 games, they just rip over the box. I'm like, oh my God, the art, you gotta keep it all together. So I'm that. So like I have just some of it back here. Uh Other than that, I'm like really crafty. I have like my whole art desk over here. So I make like little crafty nerdy things. It's just a whole thing. So other than that, people know me for my edits. I do a lot of background work, so I really do like shining light on those who work in the background, cameras, tech people, because if you didn't have them, you wouldn't see a lot of what you're seeing here today. Like especially with COVID, like it would have been
Yes.
a wrap. Like someone had to be
Yeah.
on it to connect us all together. So yeah,
But
I try to do as much as I can. But yeah, like you said, it's just fun,
when I tell you, when you said pristine, because you said OCD and mine, I'm going CDO. Even when you say OCD, you got to put it all in alphabetical order, like CDO. And my friends who are OCD are like, you're right. Damn it. I didn't think about that either. Oh, now I'm stressed. Like, no. It's fine. It's fine. It's
It'll
perfectly
be
fine.
okay. No, it's not.
But pristine is an understatement. Lady, I applaud you for this. See, mine looked like I just came fresh out of someone's closet over here. So, but that is gorgeous. I see the Dreamcast, the Super
Yeah,
Nintendo.
like I'm trying to
Oh,
look like I have like Super Nintendo boxes that still have the plastic on them. Like
yeah.
I remember I was like I let my friend borrow like my Nintendo 64 game, and he went to go borrow it, and he's like, "Hey, yo, is like the warranty still in here?" I'm like, "Oh my god, yeah!" It's like the little cardboard inner leaf, like the
Yeah.
sleeve in it, the plastic on the game, the books are still like crisp. I'm like, "Duh!" It's like, "How old are you?" So
I can
what? I'm
imagine.
10. What? You borrowing it or not? I was like, hey, like I'm just
So,
hello.
so
But
your storage shed must be interesting. I'm pretty sure you got like several spread across the continental U.S. Probably like little, you know how they do the little kits just in case of
okay.
the apocalypse. We gonna
I
make
wish
sure.
I could. My nightmare. Someone stole my PlayStation 3 and my
Ooh.
PlayStation 2. And I was like, and the thing that tore me up the most was the like, because the PlayStation 2, it had the memory card. And I was like,
Yes.
you could have left the memory card. And I was like, I sit up there and I was like depressed. I'm like, how am I gonna explain so many hours of my life? Because I had like in anyone that plays Final Fantasy, 3 of my Final Fantasy games are gone. So I can't explain a good portion of my
Mm,
life. And I'm like, you done grinded. And then I was playing like
mm.
Final Fantasy X2. So I had the girls with all the outfits for fly. I was
Yo.
I was broke. I was just
I
like,
I'm bugging off of this. So I got to give flowers. I have to, because a lot of us, we're on our journey on social media and we're doing our thing. We're trying to, you know, cut our own niche into it. But there are some who do it organically, and it draws you to them, and you see how much fun they're having, and there's a genuine passion. This is you. And every person that I've talked to about you has had nothing but good things to say, which I don't
oh,
doubt. Don't call me out like that, okay? Because I've known Roxy for years, and I told Roxy, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you." She's like, "Oh, she's dope. She's so dope." I was like, "So I guess she's
oh,
okay." She said, I'm gonna be." You could be. I
oh.
said, "Okay." Needless to say, so, but anytime you can see, because I love when you know gaming has always been classified as an all male thing, which I always thought was bullshit. Because if you love it, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter your walk of life. If you enjoy, because that's our chance to get away, which I know
Yes.
you can truly relate to, especially when you're like, adult life, nah,
Ooh,
here, see, I'm gonna
it's
play Def Jam
ghetto.
Fight for New York, and I'm just gonna kick everybody in the ass. So,
Yup.
except Fat Joe. Fat Joe was hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fat Joe was hard.
I'm like,
So you contribute so much to the community, even though you may not think so. I'm here to disagree
oh.
with you respectfully. So thank you for what you do, my dear.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm like so hard headed, and people are like, no, you do that. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. Look, da, 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 like, no, I'm like, so it takes a lot for me to be like, okay, accept, the compliments. I'm like, like, so thank
Well,
you.
see, you're stuck with me, so just gonna have to take it. Because every once in a
Yeah,
while,
I'm gonna
I'm
have
gonna
to.
send, a DM like, "You're dope," and she's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, it's him again. What do you want?"
Then I'm gonna just be,
Uh
I'm like, where's my I'm dope text? What happened? You sleep? I need my daily affirmations.
that part. So everybody, if you're on Instagram, please come over to YouTube and check us
Yeah.
out. If you have any questions for this amazing, brilliant, beautiful, colossal queen right here, please do that. Um, I have two rules. If you're watching, be respectful and be yourself. if you're gonna be disrespectful, I promise you, my pro wrestling love will come out, and I will pounce you out of here like Keith Lee.
But you know.
Trust and believe. And I don't mean the food critic either. I'm talking about the one that's big and brown and
Yeah,
bold and badass. Okay, let's go. Because I'm a wrestling fan, so I can't help myself.
oh,
So I have to, and I don't normally ask questions because I like organic conversations. That's why I brought you on,
yeah.
because you seem like you would be so much fun to chat with. But I do have one question though.
Mhm.
What anime are you watching right now?
Ooh. Oh my God. So because here's the thing. Like, let me just, I want to get into Jujutsu
Jujutsu
Kaisen.
Kaisen.
And
Okay.
I was like, because everyone's talking about it, but one, I have a thing with pandas. Everyone knows that. And so there's like this big panda. Apparently,
Oh
I've
boy,
seen
yeah.
nothing. And I'm like, oh, well, you should have said that. So I'm trying to get into that. I did finish up my hero. So there's nothing currently because I kind of
Hmm.
finished up everything that I needed. But
Okay.
but other than that, what is the thing I was trying to get everyone to what was the what is the one with the animals? The Beastars?
Oh
Now,
wow.
I'm like, hear me out. Hear me out. It's a juicy story because I love a little messy story, but I did not expect it for it to go the way that it did. I I I tell
It's
you, Roxy.
anime. What is so not surprising about? We know what direction it's gonna go.
Well, maybe I was just innocent that day. Like literally, I thought it was like just animals. I don't know why I thought it was like an animal. What is it? American Idol. Don't ask why. Like where was that gonna go? Don't ask. But the way it got juicy real quick, and I love a story. And so Max, she doesn't even really watch it. If you, I know you know Max. Max is Slayer. She does
Yeah,
like
yeah, I know
cosplay. So
Max.
yeah, so
Love her
she doesn't
cosplay
watch
work.
that
Oh my
much
gosh.
anime, right? So I was like, Max, girl, you're gonna love a juicy story. You got it. And so she's like, okay. So we were watching it. Boy, we had some snacks. And we like, she's like,
Right.
girl. So you telling me? I'm like, girl, now don't let the wolf fool you. And this little bunny, she extra. And yeah, it was a whole thing. So she ended up watching the whole thing by herself. She's like, girl, I couldn't stop. I was like, it's
Yeah,
just
it's like watching theater kids, but they're animals. And then when the bunny took off her clothes, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Let me tell it to you straight. When the bunny took off her clothes, I was like,
ooh.
this is why puberty is so damn dangerous.
I was
Because
like, ooh.
yeah, I literally was like, wait, that was a
That when I see people's face when they see that, because you don't expect that. She got right to you like, oh wait, what we watching? And I was like, and I give it because he was just like, ooh, wait, hey, I ain't for that. And it was just I really like outside of that, like I love the different characters they gave to each animal. Like
Mm-hmm.
I would especially like the deer. I wouldn't expected the deer to be the one to be like, I got that swag. I'm the one. I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
they're always the soft one. The little he was just like, no, I'm that dude. So I'm like, oh, okay. And so I don't want to spoil anything, but when you see like the later
Oh,
half, you be
we
like,
spoiling
now
around
that
here. No,
deer
no,
though.
we
Like,
spoiling though. We spoiling
I mean,
because
do it.
girl.
Okay.
Girl. And what's funny is you mentioned it. Every animal's character was almost the opposite of what you normally saw them as. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
so the wolf is kind of shy and bashful, but when you piss him off, he can go ham. But the
Boy,
deer is that
boy, all them girls are like, do you see his horns though? I was like, not that. Because it was like, well, it was funny because it made you think about, I don't, now it sounds like we're about to be some furry.
it's about
But
to
it
be
made you think like what they would find attractive. Like, no, because like even other animals were attracted to other, they weren't staying within their species. So you like, and
right.
now anybody that watched it, you can't tell me it wasn't like, hell no. When they were like, hey, they were asking old boy, they're like, so, I heard you with old girl, the little bunny. They're like, I mean, you that big and she that small, like how'd it work? Oh my God, y'all nasty. I was like, but because the tiger was like, so what's good? And it was, and then the
Hey
tiger
y'all.
was like a jock. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I love that dynamic. That was really cool and really interesting to see how their creativity to spin that off that way. So I was like,
I agree with that. You when you don't make it so innocent that it's not enjoyable. And you
yeah,
first of all, don't treat your audience like we're ignorant. We get it. Just give
yeah,
us a
we
story
know.
we can grapple onto. Um I'm watching Solo Leveling now, and bro, let me tell you,
I've heard a lot about that. I feel like I need to get into that.
girl, you know the anime that makes you happy, sad, pissed off, crying, and everything, all within maybe the first 2 episodes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
ooh.
That's Solo Level. Yeah, I can see you now, and I'm gonna get a DM. Damn it, Navy! I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you. No spoilers. PlayStation
Damn.
sneakers on IG talking about no spoilers. Okay, I'll give you one spoiler. The butler did it.
It's always the butler.
It's always the damn butler. Doesn't matter, except Alfred. Alfred, he's
That's what
cool.
I was like, Alfred was just like, look, the boy.
Alfred was that dude though. Yeah, no disappointment. Yeah, I'm not disappointed with it so far. It just came out, but I think you would get a kick out of it.
I got a chance if it just came out, because let me try to jump on it. I don't want to sit up there and be like One Piece. Like, it's only 4,000 episodes. It's like I can't get. Hey now. So let me try to jump in when the jumping's good. Now hold on now.
So I just when it comes to being a blurred, and you can definitely agree to this, we love everything. We love everything, but there's always going to be that one corner that we gravitate to. So I'm curious about your gaming and your passion for it. When did it all start for you? Because I always say, when did you realize you were a blurred? But I'm not going to do that because obviously you're a queen. So just saying. So when did you realize that gaming was your lane, was your avenue?
It's funny because there's a picture where I'm playing like the regular Nintendo and I'm laying up there, and my sister, she was like in her, I don't know why she wasn't actually like in something other than like a little carrier. I'm like, she's in the house. It should be, my mom was like, just put her over there. But I think I was about like, kid you not, I think I wanted to say I was like 3.5 or something like this.
Okay.
And I was playing Mega Man. Mega Man was my dude. I know it's all Mario, but it was Mega Man for me. He's my everything. Like all back here is
facts.
I got
Facts.
my helmet. Really, let me see if I can show you guys.
See, I have see, now she's showing off, y'all. Yeah, I see it. And a
you
red
know what I'm
one.
saying? I'm
see,
out
now
here.
You showing
I love
off.
my
See?
Mega Man.
See, now you flexing. See, that ain't even cool. See,
you know what I'm saying?
That ain't even cool. I ain't mad though. I ain't mad. That's dope though. That is dope.
So I like that game was just so fire, because beyond just, having it out when you couldn't go outside. It's Arizona. It was hot as hell. She's like we like 115-degree night. Like, hey now. So, and the thing that was so cool, it was like, and I love being able to tell this to folks. My mom, she was the G. Like, I would be playing Mega Man and my little life bar would be going down when I'd be playing like the boss. And she'd be like, stop. Okay, recharge. She was my main person, but she'd be out there writing down the passwords. She would call her friend. We'd be playing Mario, because I have I don't have them all, but I have like a lot of Nintendo Power magazines. And so like where the binds of the magazines actually made like a whole picture. So that's where the cheat codes were, kids. You know what I'm saying? That's where you would get the information. It wasn't, Google and all that kind of stuff. So my mom would be on the phone with her like, girl, well, how do we get past this level? Well, so-and-so found this. And just having that bond and that memory with my mom like that meant the most to me. So just carrying that through. And really, my mom is like the biggest fan. She loves me watch me play God of War. She's like, where's my boy Kratos? What's good? She's like, I'm trying to see some story. I'm like, girl. She's like, so what? She bundled up. She's like, okay, go ahead. like,
wow.
Like, I know Zeus didn't. So my mom, she's a big time. She's a gamer herself. But yeah, she was just a big support of that. So I love that. So that just made gaming for sure stretch to the way that it did.
Nice. So you're getting some love over here. Southern Native says, hey, MsGameQueen. Got everybody popping up here on Instagram. Y'all, if y'all on IG, come on over to the YouTube, Navy Montel. So that way y'all could join it, because I'm sure she would like to see questions from y'all. I'm sure the Queen would like to be a part of this. So, you'll have the opportunity to be graced with royalty, as we put it out there. So, yep, she just joined. Yay!
There we go.
I remember they were walking guidebooks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. With the Nintendo Power, you had Game Informer. what was the other one? Electronic Gaming had that.
Yeah.
Electronic Gaming Monthly. Yeah, they had there. That was,
There was a gang of them.
man. So you did, and see, and a lot of them don't realize that the gaming the way it is now, we had Bibles, we had guides.
I collected those too. Like collector's edition strategy guys, boy. Like that's what a lot of those are down there. Like, because I love artwork. I love the artwork and stuff. And it's just like I just have the time I keep it just for that. They're just I just the weight and them things are heavy as hell. So when it comes to moving, it's just like, all right, let me go and get my workout in for the like. But yes, that's what I miss because with everything going so digital, like you know, for sure you lost some strategy guys. But then even more so what's happening now, you're going to end up losing the actual physical cases for the games because everything's digital. And it's just like, dang, because I basically buy them because it's like my trophies, like having them, like when they're all just, it's like even like pictures now. Everything's on everyone's phone. Rarely does anyone print anything out. So it's just everything's stuck on something. And I like having like, you know, I gotta, how else am I gonna flex to y'all? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, come on, let's just call it what it is.
Yo, I'm the same way. I'm not gonna lie about it because in my living room I have my PS2, my Xbox One, my Sega Genesis, Dreamcast, and my Nintendo 64. And they flex right there. People are like, do those still work? Let me explain something to y'all.
Like, hey, now.
Yes. Yes. Can I? No. And you know, you want to smack somebody's hand coming and touching your stuff. So,
boy,
don't come for it. I'm telling y'all, don't do it. Because I can look at her face and tell right now she don't play with her babies.
No,
she do
because
not
the
play.
thing is, like, I don't have kids, right? So my friends do, and they be like, "Oh, well, can I come over with who? Come over with who?" It is like they're like, "Oh, well, it's like it." Yes, it does look like something a kid would love. I'm a big kid, but you know, just like don't make play with it. No, like
Right.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But go now. Like I can't.
Like shoo.
Yeah. Get out of the room. Get out of it.
I ain't mad at you though. So what is your most prized possession out of all of the games, all the accessories that you currently have?
Ooh, my prized possession. You know, I think console wise, I think my favorite, because it means so much, I think with the memories and whatnot, it would be like my Super Nintendo, because that's where me and my mom bonded the most off of that one.
Nice.
The game itself, I can't pick a game. I don't. It is too much.
I mean, I wouldn't even ask you to do that because
I was like, I can't.
That's why I said games or accessories. That way, I made it a little more broad.
It would have to be like my Mega Man stuff because, like, like I have a lot of. I need more. I know it'd be like to say I need more. It's like you need, but
No, you need more shelves. That's
literally the only reason why I care about I really want a house is like I'm going to have like a master game room. Even if my broke behind couldn't afford like to have a full house game room, I'm turning my master bedroom into a game room. And I wish somebody would come over and complain. Go on. This wasn't for you anyway. You pay rent. You pay. It's going to be what I want it to be. Like, because it needs to be grandiose. Like,
of course.
So, yeah, I need more things.
Of course. I mean, even Ted, you agree? Yeah, he agrees. So he's up there. He's up. This is my intentional co-host, just like me. I love
to lean on the mic. Kind of looks like
he supports it. He keeps it up. I don't care what anyone says. This is my man right here. Let's go.
Like what you say?
I love it. Absolutely. I fucks with you.
Like honestly, like me even looking at your background, I'm nosy as hell. Like I'm paying attention to what you're saying, but I'm like, well, what's that? Like, no, I see this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. So I love being able to see that and like just like say any Blur's background. Because even if they like more comics, gaming, it's like you see them like in where they live and how they decide. What I always tell people is just everything in my mind out. Like this is when you come in my home, it's like you're literally seeing what's constantly in my mind. So I want you to be like, so there's no questions when you come in here. So God forbid someone try to date me and they be like, "Oh, I don't play video games." Ooh, the way that door works both ways, baby. Like, woo.
Your checklist has that part with a really big box.
Yeah,
And
I'm
all
like,
the other ones are irrelevant. So, do you play games? No. Thank you for coming. We have consolation prizes
like,
for you. Thank you for
even
your
if you
time.
don't, I can't deal with you not. And God forbid you have a problem with it.
And see, I don't get that though. I don't understand that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna put it on the table. You and I are gamers, and we also come from different generations. Mine was the Pong Atari, and coming into it now, I marvel how far we've come.
For real.
What was your first game system?
Oh, my first game system, technically, I mean, granted, it was like my older sisters, but
It
it
was
was like
yours.
it was a regular Nintendo because I claimed it as a kid, but I think mine, when nobody else was really touching it, I think it was like probably maybe the first PlayStation because everything else was shared. Like when everyone else was like, we tap out, I'm like, all me. It's gone now.
First of all, y'all tapping out. Yeah, if y'all tapping out,
but
I don't want to be
everything
a
else
part
was
of
like
this.
shared but yeah.
But the reason why I say that is because when gaming was coming up for me, I was excited every time something new came out. Whether it was Nintendo, it was Atari, it was TurboGrafx, it was ColecoVision, all of that. And then to see how far it's come now, and yet there are some people who just want to jump on the bandwagon because it's popular. It's everybody's doing it. I'm going to do it. No, because you're going to lose interest really quick because you're going into it for the wrong reason.
Yeah, the dedication isn't going to be there. You're going to tap out. Like,
mind you, I don't mind if you tapping on a wrestling game because I'm going to make you submit.
Hey, like, hey, that's the point. but
so for you, have you had to deal with that type of stupidity from people when it comes to gaming? Almost, and the fact that you're a queen. I'm not gonna say a woman because you already are. We've established that. All right, we got you on the hierarchy. That you're a queen. That you're approached with a certain level of prejudice.
It is crazy. So, like, literally, that's what came about. The queen, like, people think like, oh, you gave that to yourself. Honestly, I didn't. I earned that, like, because there were so many guys that I would play with. There wasn't a lot of girls that played games or like cared about them to the degree that I did. So they're like, okay, queen of games. And so I just threw the miss on the front just to be extra. So, but it was rough. That's why I didn't really care for the Xbox initially because the controller is big as hell. So it didn't feel like it was made for women. And we're not gonna get into the jiggle physics because it was Dead or Alive that came out and it was just like we figured out the jiggle. So I'm like, okay, this was meant for us. So when I would play like Call of Duty with the guys from work, it was rough. When you see MsGameQueen, you get in there in them online chat, they be up there and they be like, oh, you a queen. They would see the most ridiculous things. And then just me being a female saying like, oh yeah, like I play games. What do you play? They would throw out, I don't know what random
Here
crap.
come the
And I'm just like,
yeah.
And they're just kind of like, okay, but then I asked what they play. And it'd be like basic stuff, but like, do you have any variety? Can you play an RPG? Can you play something like literally like, no shots to anybody that plays like 2K or anything, but if that was it, you were like you can't talk about me being a gamer and playing other like I play everything. So it's just like nothing else I'll try. So it is kind of annoying when they want to put you in a box, but mind you, they're the one in the actual box. It's like you play one thing, but you're gonna judge me, and it just the same thing when I see people. I'll give it this. Like if they want to jump on to gaming, by all means, the more you get into it, the fun. And honestly, being an adult, please find it out that isn't drugs. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Let's go.
Like,
let's go.
Do what you got to do, boo boo. Because the way I hard day at work, and I'm like, you know what Mortal Kombat's giving? Fatalities. So we're gonna do that today because we need all our employees at work. It just so I get it. So I don't mind like
fatalities, of course.
Yeah, I just don't like when people come in and they're new and they want to judge. Like, why you do that? Where they do that at? Like, just be quiet. That's my part. Come in and shut up. Like, I didn't get loud and I've been here. So it's like, I'm confused about that. Like,
that part. The misogyny is so evident. It's like, look, gaming to me is where everybody comes together and we play. Doesn't matter if it's a video game, a card game, or a board game. Trust me, it
We're all
aggravates the
looking for
fuck
an
out of
out.
me.
We're all
It,
stressed and miserable. Please let us have this one thing to be happy about. Why do you think I'm here? Like,
I'm not here to
let's
see
do
you. Give me the damn controller. I'm not here to see you. Oh,
right.
you got bottom? Okay, grab a stick. Let's see what's up. Remember the days where you get your friends together. Now, I know a lot of people don't remember. I think you do. Where
Oh,
everybody, let's say the latest fighting game games are like Tekken or Mortal Kombat. Everybody come over to one house. You got a system. You lose, you give up the stick. Yo, those are the days
bruh.
I remember, man. I was getting my ass kicked, but I didn't care because it's like,
I
okay,
feel toxic because like I would have like Mortal Kombat release parties, and I'm not
where's my
saying
invite?
okay, just throwing it
I
out there.
didn't,
I'm
I
an
didn't get
Aries.
invited. Really?
So
I didn't get
it was a
invited.
thing. It was like before COVID. But you know what I'm saying? I'll probably bring it back. Once I get a real house, oh, I'm about to be extra. So here's the problem. So I don't want to say I'm aggressive, but what had happened was because people like to run their mouth. So I'm gonna let you run it.
Oh
You know what I'm
boy.
saying? So I have a lot of homeboys that were just like, oh, when it came to Mortal Kombat, I said, let's go. So I sent out a nice to aggressive invitation. I said, look, I'm gonna give y'all a week, you lucky, to get your shit together. Cause then when you come over, I don't want to hear no excuses. Oh, you had all this time. No. So what I did, I played the hell out of that game, and I feel like this was as a favor because I have played it so I can unlock a lot of the outfits. So you got options. You got options of what you about to get your ass beat. You know what I'm
I
saying?
rock with that. I rock
You know
with
what I'm
that.
saying? Like pick what outfit you want to be in your casket in because I got you. So and when they came over, I had snacks, and I was like, go, and then like when I would beat them, I'm like, okay, go and get you a little something, something. There's a little juice box. Next, and I'm
He
like,
said juice box.
let's go.
Yo.
I was like, you think this is a game? I up all night. Like I said, them birds were up there, tweedledee. I beat that whole thing right when I got off of work. I would take off real talk. Like this is like I don't know if they take me seriously. I would take off like a Tuesday from work because I knew when a game was gonna drop. I'm like, well, I'm gonna be there. Like
Oh boy.
I need to be days. They'd be like, oh, well, I'm taking off for this or Christmas or this, that, and the other. So this game drops, I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be here. So don't talk to me. Like I don't
You're
care.
giving advance notice that you are not gonna be around.
That's what I'm saying. You know where I'm at. Like,
For
so
the
yeah.
information
So
of all
yeah, when you're talking
hands.
about meeting up with folks and then I sent invites.
So needless to say, you are a very competitive person when it comes to
You
gaming.
wouldn't notice.
Come on. Okay, y'all. When you're the only boy in a predominant female family, you notice a lot. And I'm looking at you like,
The jig's up.
I'm gonna just be the waiter. Okay. Would you like a conciliatory beverage? She's handing you your ass, sir. Would you like a nibble? You look like you need a snack right now.
One dude was like, let me go sit in my car for a minute. I gotta what happened? I was like, hey, I'm just as shocked as you are. I was like, I thought you would have did better. I was like, you had a week notice. Like,
but they can't devote the time like you, though. I mean,
they
everyone's
could.
level is different. Not gonna lie about that, because yours is freaking stellar. I've seen you play some games, and it's like y'all, if y'all have never gone check out her Twitch or check out any of her content, let me
Boy, the
tell
way
you
I be
something.
stressed when I be playing them games. But yes.
You remind me, there's this Twitch streamer, her name is Merc with a skirt.
Oh my god. I remind you of Merc by Skirt.
Yeah.
Boy, that girl impressed the way I thought her videos were sped up. That was just like, ain't nobody doing that.
No,
And
that's her. That
I
is
watched
really
it live. I told her this all the time. I said, girl, I thought your stuff was sped up. I'm like, look at what I was like, boy, I never been so fast. Ain't no way.
But I tell y'all that if y'all have never seen Merc by a Skirt before, go check her out. Dope.
Please
Absolutely
do.
dope. She don't play. All you gotta do is just you put a stick in her hand, it's a done deal. Same thing with this one right here. Don't let that pretty face fool you, okay? Don't let it fool you. I would probably be able to beat her in Yu-Gi-Oh, but anything with a stick, nah.
Hold on now. Now I still got my cards now. What you trying to do?
Girl.
No, I got some classic cards. Let me see. I need a little practice.
See, like you say you take a week. I'm a judge, and I'm also working at a store, and I run tournaments. So for me, since 2004, I may not be on that high competitive level, but I'm there. So would
Mhm.
just say, but if you say, hey, let's play. No, if it involves a gun, I'm not playing against you
Bruh, tell me
because
why one of my friends got me into playing Magic. I was like, nah.
Magic the
But
Gathering.
boy, like I was playing because online I can afford that. So I was like, okay. And I got into that. I was like, well, hey, hold up. What is this card pretty? What it do? Boy, okay. All right. And I
so
was
you
into it. It's
so do you
insane.
play MTG now?
I played, well, you know what happened? I couldn't do it because something happened with the upgrade or update. And I was like, hey, season passed. And so I haven't been able to get back into it. But I'm the same person who loves chess though. Chess,
Ooh,
bring me a chessboard. I'm like, I take that
ooh.
very seriously. Because to me, it's all intelligence. It's the fact of like, that's just how I move
Mm-hmm.
in life. But you gotta be 2 to 3 steps ahead. You gotta have different plans for each move. Because if that don't go right, we gotta go left, baby.
That part.
I love that. So I'm like, I used to collect chessboards for the boy, and I want that Kingdom Hearts one, but that thing's so expensive. But let me get peeled off a little bread though. Hey, when you see it, know I made it. But yes, I'm that person.
You know what? That's okay. But see, I like that passion. I love it. And this is what I talk about with all blurs. Everybody's passionate about something. No one blur is better than the other because we're
Oh
all in a
no.
community. We all can come to the table. And I know you've dealt with the misogynists, the narcissists, the sexists, the racists, all of this.
That'd be great. To me in this day and age, we ain't tired yet. Like, like I'm sorry if I hear one more thing, I'm like nobody can say so and so doesn't look like that. Oh my gosh, like Coco Puff. When I heard her song, Hinata isn't black, she gonna be black today. I was like, hey. I was like, and then to actually get to meet her, she is so cool. I was like, that song has
Mm-hmm.
got to be the theme of all black cosplayers. It's like, I don't care what you thought she was today. It's
Mm-hmm.
this. You ain't about to make me feel bad because half the time it's like, and guess what? They ain't white either. It's like, so
Exactly.
stop.
Exactly.
Like, just be whoever you want to be. Enjoy it. You just want to live. Everybody is a tired, the tired adult. They just want to be a kid again. Let me be happy, damn it. Like, so
We didn't
why?
have a choice in growing up. So can you please just stop pushing
Please.
us to adulthood, please?
Right. I'm like, taxes got me pissed off every time. So please, like, mm-mm.
We ain't gonna talk about taxes though. Oh
Like,
gosh, we ain't gonna talk
hey,
about that bull. But definitely shout
keep
outs
me
to Afro
lifted.
Cocoa Puffs. Right, right. It's like you need some help with your W-2. I need a W-2 with money on it. What the hell you
Yeah, I'm
talking about?
like, the way they be taking half, I'm like, now hold on now. Now you said it's like, mm, mm.
I don't get it. And definitely shout outs to Afro Cocoa Puffs. That's my niece. I
Oh my
love her to
god.
death. Absolute sweetheart. And what's funny is that the love that I have gotten is just like the love that you've gotten in this community. You can't measure it because you come across people all the time and they see what you've done or you've inspired them to do something, because I know you've inspired other gamer queens to do something. So
And that's
don't
crazy when people tell me, like, I'm like, me? Because I'll be like,
mm,
I still got to wake up and go to work. I ain't doing nothing. Like,
why is that
mm-mm.
surprising though?
I just,
Why?
I don't know. Cause I guess you just be like, I'm just out here doing stuff. Like, I guess I feel like if this was full time, I just make money doing it, and I just like for real, rent paid. It, this is me. I'm like, of course I inspired you, boo boo. But the way I be like, shoot, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to. I got to clock out at such and such lunch. I just feel so normal. So I just be like, if you see me, hey, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
but but that's the element. And I've said this before. I've been doing the convos for almost 4 years. And everybody I've had the honor and opportunity to speak to, present company included, is that the human element is what makes it so special. I always
True.
talk about how you have these higher up content creators who are only focused on you looking at them, but
True.
they're not returning anything to the people that are supporting them.
Yeah.
And that's important. You can relate to that as well as anything, especially when someone comes to you and they say, you've inspired me. I like what you do, XYZ. It's kind of weird though, isn't
And
it?
Oh my God, like, what are we doing, you guys? Like, our community, you know what's so cool? Like, you
Mm,
meet all these people. I think that's why I'm just like, we all in this. We all, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at myself as one way or another. And it's just like, I look at everybody as, that's why I like my heroes so much, because I see the world like that. Everybody has a quirk. And it's just like, I love seeing people, what's your special talent? And then
mhm.
whatever it is, how do you develop it to make it that grandiose? So I can't do everything. Granted, I do try to do a lot, you know, jack of all trades, master of none, but still better than a master of none. You know, don't finish it. Don't act like, you know, just like you better just stay in one lane. No, I do too much. I do too much. I get bored quick. What's
I
new?
should have seen that coming.
But I love seeing like that in my friends. Like, oh, I see like they're really good at this or they're really good at that. And I'm like, okay, like I may not do it, I may not be initially interested in it, but how much you love it makes me like, okay. Cause like my friend, she plays The Sims. I used to play The Sims a little
Ooh.
bit, but it just like I can't really get into it. The way she does it, I swear, it's just like what is it, hip hop Hollywood? I was just like, girl, what's tea? It's just with the way she does it. I love seeing that. So our community, I love seeing how each person now inspires the other one to do something. Because
Mhm.
one of my friends, he does like film and whatnot, and he did kind of like a just like a fan art of me and the other queens. And I was like, you know what? And I hit him up. I was like, you know what? This inspired me to do this look now with this cosplay. And he was like, oh my
Nice.
gosh. He's like, I would have never, he said, but that's what I love to see. Like, that's why I love this community. We all just, and that's what makes just us being nerds fun. And I just wish it been so cool to have this when we were younger. So just
Mhm.
like, I want this to see us go further where now these kids can do this. And that's the other cool thing, being able to wear the stuff that you want to nerd out about. I love Sailor Moon so much, but could I find a t-shirt with it? Could I put no? Now you got
Mm-mm.
Nike and everybody, like that's gotta be so cool to be able to rock and represent what you like. So I love seeing that spread across and other people inspire each other. So I love that. That's a lot of fun. So that's why I don't think I'm anything, but I'm like, you inspire me. I love that we inspire each other. So it's a really fun community. I really love, like, it was crazy what COVID did, but I'm glad it brought me out there to see and meet new
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So
And one of the few things that came out from COVID that was was positive, like you said, was it brought together unlikely allies. It brought people
mhm,
together that if we were out running the streets, probably would have never crossed paths at all in any way, shape, or
no,
form. But when you see people who have formed these bonds create things, it is such a gorgeous thing, especially in our
amazing.
community, because when you put melanation on anything,
Boy, let's just say it.
what?
We killing cosplay. We killing
What?
cosplay. I'm saying it. Like,
Come on,
once
man.
I see
Come
it, once I
on.
see it chocolate, I'm like, no, no, what about it? You forget
It's
who how they originally looked. I'm
you're right.
telling
It's a
you,
wrap. It's a wrap. And I love it. And you mentioned your cosplay. You definitely mentioned cosplay. Your journey. I have seen a lot of the cosplays that you've done. Chef's kiss, my dear.
hey, I'm trying, y'all.
But, but see, we all started somewhere, like look at me. Before I even grew a beard, I wouldn't have even thought of Master Roshi. And then people are like, you
Bruh.
should do Master Roshi. Now he's a part of my
I
pantheon of
love that. I
cosplay.
was like, because you know what's funny? Because I remember seeing you before I knew your name. I was like, hey, that's the Master Roshi dude. Like, you are that. I'm like, and that's what I'm saying. Then I'm like, that's him. That is what it is now. You know, and I love seeing your page. And I was like, because even Skittles, like her, I ended up meeting her through another artist,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus the Visual. And then she
Mm-hmm.
was wearing the stuff. And I was like, and I remember when she first started doing cosplay, she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. I just want to try, and then to see how she's grown, I'm like, oh my gosh! And so like me and her cool, and then I see her. She was like just seeing people now, like at the cons and stuff. It's just
Mm-hmm.
so cool. Like Jahara lives out here in Arizona too, and I'm like to see
Yep.
another Coco gamer cosplayer out here in this dusty ass. It's just like okay, we can do it. We all right.
It's
Like
not that bad out there. It's
it's
not
it's
that.
hot.
It's not that bad out
Okay.
there. Let me stop
Okay.
before I get
Yeah,
a
you're not
cactus
doing
thrown
bad.
at my ass. Let me
The
stop.
acting's falling off. Okay. Oh, where's the Arizona affirmations at?
Oh, I got nothing. I got
Mm,
nothing.
we
Um,
good in the winter. It gets
really?
down to 30s and 40s.
Damn. That's how it is
Yeah.
in Virginia. Of course, I'm from Indiana, so I'm used to weather getting all
No,
crazy like that.
if it gets like below like 30 something, I'm calling out of work. I'm like, ooh, there's weather outside.
I'm not
There's
leaving the
weather.
house.
Can't do it. Mm-mm.
So what
Like,
made you decide to get into cosplay?
you know, because me, because what I because I didn't realize what I guess just like most people who don't do cosplay, you just thought like it's just Halloween. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And cosplay ended up being like, who's waiting for Halloween? You want to dress up, be that. And so I think I wish I could remember like the first couple of like cosplayers I saw, but when I saw them do it, it just like, oh wow, I looked at them as more so like just costume designers. And I was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
wow, like I thought they did it for like movies, this, that, and the other. And then just the cosplay community, when I saw other people do it, I'm like, oh, but I'm not gonna lie. What got me into cosplay was literally saying, shout out to all you Coco cosplayers. But like, they're like, you know what I'm saying? The black community doing it. And I felt bad when I would see like, I was shocked, honestly, that they were getting like hate for dressing up like these characters. I was like, what?
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 Yeah,
This is like,
yeah.
Sailor Moon ain't black, Sailor Moon ain't, it was an Indian. So, and I've seen some fight. It was what is it? They had a girl, she did a Mexican themed Sailor Moon. I'm like, I
Ooh.
want to see all the nations do Sailor Moon thing. It was so cool. So I love seeing that. So that's what got me into it. And then I'm like really creative. So I do crafts and this, that, and the other. And I'm artsy. I'm not the greatest with makeup. I'm here with the eyes. I could do eyes all day, but all this other stuff is extra. So
Okay,
it's
okay.
what
No,
got me
no, no.
that.
You're gonna sit here and say I'm okay with the makeup. We ain't gonna start that.
It's
We ain't gonna start that.
because if the girls be doing the contours and all that, I'll be like, Lord, keep me lifted. I be with a brush, and I was like, take the brush, Jesus. Like, put it in the palette that it needs to be in. Let's
Oh
get
my
us there.
gosh,
But
Lord! It's
it
like,
was so
hold on.
cool being
Look at the
inspired by
gospel
like
according to
literally.
Gospel according to Pokédex. Hold on, let
Not
me
like this.
see if I can find. Yes, it still works too, but I
Not like
digress.
this. But it was cool seeing these like seeing how it can be done, and like I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, so that's how. So mine, what I tell, because like I don't know, Max's Slayer is a great one. Obviously, I've listed off all the other cosplayers. And Vincia, I've seen you had a Vincia on here and
Oh yeah,
whatnot. I love it. She
that
was so cute.
she is a nut. I swear, I love her to
Girl,
death.
that girl be wilding out. I'd be in her streams. And again, I end up finding her randomly that she was just kind of started out on Twitch. And I was like, hey, what's up, Coco? I'm in here, like, let's get it, chocolate sisters. And then I didn't know who she was. I was just like, okay, cool. And then
Hmm.
seeing like all like how she did her cosplays, and then more so the body paint was very impressive to me. I was
Yes.
like, so I was like, okay, girl. So I love seeing her growth. It's just, I love seeing that. Like my sister's I love the way my sister says, she's like, I love seeing people make it to where you can see their goal was. She's like, I love celebrating other people's successes. And she's like, it's just, I'm happy for you. You're doing the thing. She's like, even if I don't know, I'm just like, oh, you did it. And I was like, I love that. And I say like me, I'm like cosplayer. I'm like, I feel like I was like, I do
Stop.
cos looks. I get close, like I'm gonna GQ it up. It's gonna be, what, like just like my Bowsette. I'm not like to the nth degree like Bowsette where is this, and I'm not like a perfect replica, but I'm gonna do it like me though. Like you when you see a cos look, I GQ'd it up. You know what I'm saying? You know what
But
I'm
see,
trying to do.
that's what it's all about. When it comes to cosplay, I never expect anyone to be perfect down to the
Right.
last detail, but you make it your own
I
iteration,
do love that, and that's why I
which
want
is
to. That's what I'm
and that's
saying. That's
what
what I
you've
want to
done.
try to
Yeah, you
do.
do
But
it.
it just sometimes I be feeling like they're like, girl, I had fun doing Soul Eater because I knew I didn't have like the money and the creativity at the time to do all the looks. So it was like, okay, let me just see what I could do out of my closet. And the funniest one to me, I did Soul Evans, but I
Hmm.
had a G Unit jacket. I had my G Unit jacket, and then I had like a headband and something else. I was like,
Oh
it was just
man.
fun, the challenge of trying to make that character out of just what I had, like without,
Hmm.
making the actual. I'm like, let's see how close I can get. Screw it. Let's just have fun with it. So it's just, I love the different ways to try to have fun with it. I love seeing how other people have mashed certain characters together. Like
Hmm.
I've seen what is it? What is that? I think it's Marvel, the Moon.
Moon
What is
Knight.
it? Yeah, Moon Knight, and then they did Sailor Moon with the Moon Knight. There was a girl that did
Yes,
that.
I've
That was
seen that
fire.
one.
It is things that you wouldn't expect to see. I love seeing everybody's creativity and spin on things. So yeah, I love that part. But
And that's part of the inspiration, though. There are a lot of people who would even think that that was something that you could do simply
right.
because someone says, "Oh, black people don't, you're not allowed." Let me explain something to y'all, and I'll break this down. And I got the queen here to support this.
Let's go.
Your melanation takes you a step higher than the expectation. Okay,
Put it on a
you.
shirt.
Somebody write it down because I'm gonna forget it in about 20 minutes. It doesn't even matter. I'm gonna forget it in like 20 minutes. Your melanation takes you to the next level always because we aren't held to a certain standard when it
Right.
comes to doing cosplay. If somebody wants to do Superman, I've seen so many brothers do Superman. I've seen so many brothers do Blue Marvel. I've seen Shazam. I've seen them all. And they touch lives just as much as if it were the
Yes.
normal iteration. I mean, I've seen Superman all over the place. Dark hair, curly, like, hi, I'm
Yeah,
Superman.
like,
Let me see it. Let me see it. I've seen a Superman with locks, and he made that shit look fire.
that's what I'm trying to show me your universe of this character. That's what I love to
Exactly.
see. Show me how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. I don't know, because it inspires me just even as an artist, and I love seeing just that people that just draw and they just do the art, and then someone get inspired by it and then do it in cosplay. So someone may not be able to do one or the other, but then it's like, hey, we pair our creativity together and we make fire. I love that. That is so cool to see.
Precisely. Is there do you have a dream cosplay? Is there one that you want to do? Oh, what?
Yes.
Her whole face just
Boy,
went
I couldn't
sideways,
wait.
y'all.
Snap
Her whole
on the
face.
table.
You just glitched on me. I don't even know how to feel about this right now. You literally.
About damn time. Shoot, I thought we got to send you a cue card. Okay. So I'm telling you what.
I was gonna ask.
I know. I was like, please, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay.
Her CDO is kicking in, y'all. It's like, we need to do these in order.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Let me settle the cheekbones because I'm wilding out. Okay. So the way I've always loved Felicia from Darkstalkers, but the thing was the way I love me some purple. So I don't know if anyone remembers, like, because I still have it's the Pocket Fighter. So they did the chibi version.
Right? Yep. She was waiting for that question.
She was waiting for that question. Is it obvious?
You're right, brother.
But I love that. And then the fact that you could change her colors. And I mean, even in the main ones, but I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. I'm like, hold on now. Because I'm going to slap some purple on it. So I was like, do that purple. Obviously, cocoa it up. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to do it instead of where it was white, do it black. And now, oh my gosh. And then so the main goal is just like, now give me the body. Boy, I'm out there. I'm out there.
God.
Cute AF. Oh, I want to kind of do like like a casual kind of punk look with it. Do it with a jacket. It's just gonna be because I want the big hair. I got it. So I'm I wasn't prepared for that question, but since you asked, that's
really, this is what we're doing, the primping and posing. I wasn't expecting that question. Good
but
man. I was hoping that would have come across the lines of communication.
Since it's out there, Other than that, my main thing right now is Bowsette. Bowsette, I don't know what happened. I love to see that artwork like popped off the way that it did. And it's to the point where people are like, is she actually in the game? I'm like, see, that's how you do it, artists. You be confused if people were like, is she in the game or not? Nintendo, you need to figure it out. So I'm like, let's go. And that was the other thing. I don't know if you guys seen it. I love the fact that Cutie Pie Sensei with her company Fear X Wear, when she made that jacket, I bugged the hell out of her. I was like, when she made the what is it, Princess Peach? I was like, hey girl, love it. If you did a Bowsette, you got me. You know what I'm saying? You did a Bowsette, you got me. And then she was at DreamCon. I'm like, hey, about that. And it was funny because the one that she dropped now, which is the Luma one, the blue one, she was actually planning to drop that one first. And she's like, well, yeah, we're thinking about doing the Bowsette. And then her husband was like, well, hold on now. Like, and she was just like, yeah, but we want to get the Luma one out first. Well, she didn't call it Luma then, but she's like, we want to get like the Rosalina look out first.
The Rosalina,
and I was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I just want to let you know, she's the sweetest person. And that hoodie is fire AF. It is comfortable in quality. That's like, look what black folks do it. We know we know we're gonna talk shit. Like if it wasn't hitting me, like I know she didn't make this itchy ass jacket. No, that thing is that thing is. I got it. I was like, ooh, I'm about to be extra. So I love that, and like now I like that's the collection I want to do. I'm like, oh, okay, like so I got her blue one, the Luma blue, but when she dropped that jacket, I was so excited. Everyone's like, she dropped the jacket. I was like, oh my god! So it's just again like the community linking up like that. I'm like, I'm doing this Bowsette thing. And then it was everything. So I have so many kind of looks. I want to practice getting them like little demon eyebrows better. It's a thing.
You have so many other people available to you to get what you need to get done. I have no doubt whatsoever that you're gonna be freaking killing it. And I'm trying not to curse, but at the same time, it's hard because when you're over your 50s, words do slip out. Shit. So it's just
50s, not us wasting lives in 4K. But okay, I mean, whatever. Hey, what you gotta do to get that discount? Hey, live. What you gotta do? I use my mom's card at Fry's to get a little discount.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Being that I'm 55, so why'd you mute yourself? Don't mute yourself. You're muted. I can't hear you anymore. Oh my gosh, she muted herself. Oh no. And now I can't hear you. No. What in the world? Let's see if we can try. Nope, I still can't. What in the world? Did your headset die? Is it no. No. Do you want to bounce out and try? I can't hear you. See, this is when you realize that technology doesn't like people. All right, she's about to do a reset, and she's looking at some files. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at as a computer genius at work here as she does some troubleshooting here.
Testing.
There we go. What in the world?
Figuring out. I be damned. Like
what?
Now when I'm talking about Bowsette and being
yo, you literally said Bowsette and everything went.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hype. Bowsette, I'm cute. The moral of the story, Bowsette is me. When you see me up here walk around these cons, because the gym is happening. I'm getting this body snatched. I'm about to be out there stomping around. I got plans.
Lord, the world is not ready for this. Y'all got questions for her. Just go ahead and put them in the comments over here.
Why are you so extra? I'm like,
no, sugar. I dig it. Yo, this kind of energy. Yo, this is my kind of energy for real. When you see me do my thing in public, trust me. What you see here is exactly what you see out there. And I scare little kids, which is great sometimes. You
gotta learn.
They have to. It's a moral imperative. Our family plays games. Hey y'all, what's going on? So, conventions. You mentioned DreamCon. Is there a convention that you would love to attend that you have never been to?
Ooh. Because I'm trying to, I guess, like, it's gonna sound weird, like the main Comic-Con. Like, I was on the LA. Yeah, I guess that's what it, okay. Because I was on the LA Comic-Con. We're just like, all right, we're chilling. But just like, that has always been like really real talk. I've always wanted to go to E3, but now that's like dead in the water. But like, I lifelong as a kid, like I wanted to be a game designer when I was a kid. And I was just like, oh yeah. Like, and then like E3, I'm like, that was everything. They're like, well, too bad for you. So, but yeah, I would like to, like, I feel like I'm ready. I could do like the for real Comic-Con. But
I can hear you saying that. Too bad for you. Oh,
yeah. I was like, what you mean? It's over? They're like, baby, it's done. I'm like,
well, going to San Diego is not hard. It really isn't.
Oh no, like I said, I'm in Arizona.
I'll be there next year. I'll be there this year. I go every year. I need you there.
So it just feels like the real one. I was like, okay, this is it. Like it just feels like when I first started going to cons, I went to the little basic one out here in Arizona. I'm like, we're gonna start here because we're gonna start doing cons, baby girl. I was like, okay. And it just seemed like Comic-Con was like droves of people. Everyone, I was like, and I wasn't ready. So I haven't really thought about it since, because then I'm like, hold up. black cons. Like, I was like, Blerdicorn and DreamCon. I was like, what?
Mhm.
Like, DreamCon was so impressed by because I didn't even know it was RDC at the time. I watched RDC, but I didn't know that was their con. And I was like, nah, that's making our own cons. I was like, okay, let me see what this is about. So I love doing that. So now it's just kind of like, well, I mean, I've grown. Like now I feel like I can handle the crowds. I
You
found
say
I
you've
got
matured.
yeah. The childish ways are now behind me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got a
No, they
crew.
ain't. Why you lying? Why you lying? Childish ways are behind
Right,
you.
Yoshi back there. Childish what? Okay, look, hear me out. I'm saying I'm ready. I've leveled up. That's what I should say. I've leveled
I
up.
was gonna say, wait a second. Hold
Like,
on here.
girl,
We need to
you are
put
in
shit in
Toys R Us right now.
perspective.
Talk about childish ways are behind you.
It's some bull. What the hell? Nah. Honestly, I would love for you to come to San Diego because, all goodness, it's so hard to describe the vibe and the energy. Now, I was hoping to go to DreamCon this year, but DreamCon and San Diego are the same weekend.
Ooh, did they? I know they would. It was like 3 of them were about to be because even Blerdcon's like that.
Yeah,
What the beginning of July? Because I thought it
Blurred
used to be
is
like in the
it's usually the first weekend, but this time it's the second weekend, so it's the 11th.
yeah. That's what it was.
through
It was like in July because I think the first one I went to I thought it was like the end of May. So I was like okay May and then or something like that. I was like okay no I thought it was June. That's what it was. I thought it was like end of June and then July was the other one. But now it just seemed like they're all so close. I'm like hey the way my checking and savings is, is
You
almost looking
start-
like the same account these days. Hey, you need a hey now.
Yo, you telling, man, y'all
I'm like,
y'all con planning is not easy. I'd rather
yep,
deal with real life sometimes because oh my gosh. But
nice.
you got to come to Blur sometime if you haven't been.
Yeah, that was like the first out of state con I had been to. I was like, okay, we out here. And obviously, I had to go with Roxy. I'm like, lead me, baby. So it was, and then I go, and that's the thing, right? So I go out there, Roxy, and Roxy, I'm airing you out, mate. Why? And
Oh shit!
I know multiple people had this video because it was so ridiculous when I would like introduce my sister to who Roxy was. I was like, well, this is Roxy. She was dressed as Tommy Pickles, and she had that damn diaper on, and she was
Yeah,
up there
we
swinging the
talked about it in the
diaper.
last live.
Yeah, I was like, Roxy. I'm like, and the thing is, I was looking for, I was on the balcony. I'm like, well, where's Roxy at? And I looked downstairs, and there she is in the middle of the floor swinging a diaper around. And I'm like, I swear to God. That's why Roxy is just like, well, GQ, you're my handler, and so handle me. I'm like, girl.
Roxy is a fixture at Blurred. I told her she even explained what she was wearing. She said she's put on a lot of Depends to make it
Yeah.
look like she looked, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
That's what she was taking out of the diaper. It was a diapers out of the main diaper, and she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, Jesus. But I give her props for marketing because she was like, also, here's my card. Here's my card. Follow me, Roxy Hayes. Roxy Hayes. I'm like, I gotta give it to you, boo. But I just,
It's like, did we get a card in a diaper just now? Yeah, we
I
did.
mean,
You got
yeah,
a card in a diaper.
but people
Our-
remember it. Like,
yeah, yeah. Boy, do we remember it. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Our family plays games said con planning is interesting for sure. We know. Oh yeah. If you have never been to a con before, y'all, find someone who has. Don't try and jump into that shit on your own. I'm telling you, it won't work.
I would just don't go like if nothing else. Do maybe kind of like I did. Start at your local kind of smaller, and then work your way up to the bigger ones because that is. Even when I took my sister, I took her to DreamCon. She kind of warmed up with LA Comic Con. It was so cute because she's not that nerdy into games like that because she still calls Sonic Sega. She's like, "Hey, isn't that Sega?" I'm like, "Girl."
You're almost there, baby.
You're so close. But she loves it just because of how much I love it. She's like, you know what? It was so cool to hear her say. She's like, it's cool to be able to do a little something extra. She's like, I have like eyeshadows. I'm like, why would I ever use this? But she's like, okay, now I can use these colors. Hold up now. It's kind of fun. And because she went to LA Comic Con, she's like, I'm gonna go to some of these other ones. So I took her to DreamCon. It was cool, but it was just like the amount of people and all the activities, it kind of was a little overwhelming for a little bit first. So she's like, okay, now I gotta kind of because she's cool with like the Saturday. Everyone knows that Saturday be the one. Man. And she's like, whoa, okay. So she just kind of like, okay, I got to take my breaks and come back into it. So
Right.
I would suggest that for people, if you've never been to one, kind of start with a smaller one or nothing else. Do a Friday, or nothing else even better. Do a Sunday and then ease your way into it. Some of the other like cons or whatnot. But yeah, just be ready. Nothing else. Go. I would say go with a Roxy, but go with because Roxy is
go with GQ. Go with me.
go with someone who's like 2 steps will end up being a mom at a point. But because it's like, okay, now where's everyone at? You got your juice and stuff, but I swear, but I give it props. Roxy has a lot of energy. She be up there, she do her shows, like, and I don't know if anybody saw also the same Blerdicorn. She was in that Chun-Li outfit.
Yes.
And, Roxy is set. I don't know what I was like, Roxy, how? And that zipper on the side was like, I'm like, Roxy, and we had her like, we were like, okay, so we were trying to press her boobs in enough so we can get the zipper to meet on the side. And it was a 3-man job. And it was just like, okay, someone pull the zipper while someone tug the other side. I'm gonna push her breast in. She's like, all right, team, let's do it. Let's get it going. I was like, this was after diaper day. Like, I just
that's why she was complaining about that. Okay. I was like, what? She's just, this is tight. I didn't realize how tight it was.
I'm like, Roxy, like, you know what you're set with. Like, so yeah.
Maybe I need you to be a little more mindful because
I'd be so tired some days. So you see me over there with a matcha and a boba trying to get my life together, just be like, hey, like, why does that Bowsette look so tired? Because I is. Like,
Bowsette's done, y'all. Like, Bowsette is done.
And she's like,
okay.
Why are horns sideways? Because she tired. Like,
she's done. She's officially fed up. Just so you know, she's officially fed up. Just so, yeah. But that was actually good advice, and not to mention Our Family Plays Games, who are phenomenal. If you ever get a chance, check them out. Husband and wife family. Their board game is they do content based on board games, which I love. I love board gaming.
I miss playing board games. I do miss that.
But you know people, and you can
online. I love to defeat people in person. I miss that element.
Okay. You realize you've thrown down the gauntlet. So when you come to Blerd this year, I'm gonna be like, okay, I need you to come into my game room.
I'm like, okay, refresh me. Because that's what people like Mario Party. People stop playing. I'm gonna let people know. Look at the type of people that play Yoshi. We about the same type of people. I have people not like Yoshi because of me. So it's hey. So I miss to see defeat personally. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a competitive person. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, if lightning strikes right now,
I tell you what, that's why I made sure there was no clouds out. Arizona, you ain't about to find a cloud. You'll find the sun though.
Like, oh my God. See, you're wrong. But I love it. You are so freaking phenomenal. It is not even funny.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, no, thank you. Thank you for your time. So we have a question for you. Rasheen wants to know what your top 5 systems of all time.
Ooh, okay.
Of course, like you can't notice that she got a good chunk of them in the background there.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you see it. So let's see. I feel like my main love is PlayStation. So like the consoles though, I would say I'm not gonna put them in order because it's just like obviously the newest console kind of trumps something because it's just like the colors do like it's just the graphics are crazy. So I love my PlayStation 5. I feel like it's blowing my mind. I'm like, God damn. So I love that. Real talk, I love my Dreamcast. Like I feel like with Sega, that was like the last good thing that Sega Genesis got out. That Dreamcast, when I could finally play Crazy Taxi at home, that was it. I love that. Like I said, my Super Nintendo because of the memories. I will say, you know what? Ooh, the Xbox 360.
Here we go.
Though I don't really be playing Xbox like that, but that's when I really started playing Call of Duty. And the Kinect, that's why that one was fire. The Kinect and Dance Central, come on. Dance
Yeah.
Central helped so many people. When I used to end up going out to the club, never supposed to go out to the club, and you like, no, I know that routine. 5, 6, 7, 8. You don't know. You
He
did
said
not.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Nah. Yo, Dougie looking real practiced. You know what I'm saying? Nah, call them out. Like, no, put on some Mary J. Blige to see what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, nah, I was just like, I love that. I loved that they did that. That was such a, because to be able to, because obviously Nintendo, because they're really innovative. Obviously, the way Nintendos look, they look different every time you get them. There's gonna be a cartridge, there's gonna be a small disc, there's gonna be, I don't know, a fairy with a wand. There's always gonna be something else. But for the fact that like it was your whole body, you know, that kind of early, like it's your whole body is the controller, was really cool. I really love that. So what does I have? PlayStation 5, Dreamcast. Let me see. Super Nintendo.
I agree with the Dreamcast.
Yeah. Well, oh wait, I'm about to be nosy. What's your favorite game on Dreamcast? Well. How the tables have turned.
Don't do this to me.
No,
Okay?
no.
I was young and I needed the money. Okay, don't do this to me.
I was young and I needed the money.
I was young and I needed the money. People didn't understand my struggle. Goodness. You know what's easier? I could actually, oh goodness, what was it was it's a driving game, but I freaking love it.
It was actually racing. It wasn't like
it's actually a racing game where you're racing through different cities. And oh my gosh. I know that's so general, so broad.
No,
but
Need for Speed. No, now hold on, I got you now. Hold on.
It wasn't Need for Speed. I would actually have to pull it. Matter of fact, I have it in my living room. Hold on. We gonna bring it out. Hold on.
Go ahead. Don't play around with me. I'll walk in the background.
Don't yell at me.
Don't yell at me on my own show. Hey y'all. So I love that we were able to get him out of his chair. You know, that's what you're saying. You got to interview the interviewer. You know what I'm saying? What's good? What are you up to? What do you like? You know what I'm saying? I love this. Also, a side note, love me some Guitar Hero. I have the whole setup. Woo! And them discs, how many do you have? Did you bring a stack?
No, actually, I stand corrected. My favorite game on Dreamcast is also my favorite game on Nintendo 64, Shadow Man.
Okay. Come on,
classic. I love that game. Oh my gosh. Just the whole theme of voodoo and going into the underworld and trying to fix things and being a voodoo superhero.
Yeah, now show your colors. What's good? Now I'm nosy. Yeah, tell us more.
You're actually playing a young man who New Orleans, he's a musician. But during the day he's a musician, but at night he becomes someone that can actually travel into what they call the dark side. And from there he's going after spirits that have pretty much decided, well, we don't like this. So in this particular story, Jack the Ripper is alive and he's building this underworld that's going to take over the real world. And he has taken serial killers from history and made them part of this pantheon. So you're going through, and not only are you trying to take him out, you're trying to take them out and to tear this whole thing down. It's so dope. Oh my gosh. Shadow Man is
mad
dope.
Now. Because I've heard of it. No, because I've heard of it and I didn't think twice about it. But that story sounds juicy. And we know I love a juicy story. So I'm about to look that up. Because I'm like, okay, hold up.
When I tell you that game, this, and I ain't even ashamed to say this. And it's on physical media, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how we do around here, baby.
You know?
Like, let's go physical copies. I love that.
I think that you would get a kick out of Shadow Man, though. I love it.
Already. Hey, but wait. So was that possibly? I know it had to be. Like, is that already like either a comic or because I feel like I've heard that story before?
Yeah, Valiant Comics had Shadow Man as a comic.
Okay, that's what it was. Because I'm like, I know I've heard that, but either I didn't know it was a game or I heard the game. But I was like, oh, okay, but didn't think too much of it. But that. I love a juicy story. Like
I figured you'd be like, she's gonna love this. She's gonna love this. She's definitely gonna love this. I ain't even mad at that. Wow. I wish we had more time.
Oh, I know.
You are freaking adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Freaking adorable, y'all. This is what I talk about when you have conversations and you make that connection with good, amazing blurs. And in your case, you are officially a Blerdicorn as far as I'm concerned.
Ta-da!
So thank you so much for coming on here and
Oh,
just
no problem. Thanks
give
for
me a
the
little bit of
invite.
your time. It is freaking phenomenal. So do me a favor, tell everybody where they can find you and show you love.
Well, okay. So yeah, it's just MsGameQueen on everything. Like literally, if you see MsGameQueen and it ain't this face, let me know. It's like I'm telling you, identity theft. So yeah, so literally the main thing I'm on right now is like Instagram and Twitch. That's what I'm gonna try to stream later tonight. I'm upgrading some stuff. So yeah, so those are the main ones. I'm trying to get this YouTube thing going. But like I said, you type in MsGameQueen, you're gonna find me. So thank you guys so much. It was nice meeting everyone.
This was an absolute pleasure, yo. I'm telling you, y'all, you need to go follow her, support her, show her love, make her laugh, and just lend that support. And I'm telling you, because right now, and especially this month, we have to uplift our creators, especially those who are trying to make something worthwhile that has a legacy, that has a history. Someone can look back and go, yo, I remember. And it's all good things that are being remembered because we got enough drama out here as it is, y'all.
Yeah, we tired of that.
Especially after old girl fucked up Keith Lee. Okay.
He's like, so
How do you get a blessing and you fuck it up? How do you get a blessing and you fuck it up?
talk to my exes. But anyway,
Whoa!
but hey, you know what I'm saying? People out there, they don't know how to keep something, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. What you gonna do? They'll learn.
Yes, Bama, you were on your best behavior. I will make sure to tell Chris and the crew that you're on your best behavior. He's one of our main supporters on Blur's Eye View podcast. So he comes in.
Oh wait,
my
I think I remember with Roxy wasn't we were waiting for Bama to watch. What was it? What was the anime we were talking? Oh, the troll thing. The goblin.
Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, we were like waiting for the response, and he was just light work. What?
He responded. He know he hit him in the face. He know he did. I don't know why he acting like that. I don't know why.
You ain't got to show that in front of company. Come on.
My dear, you are a gem. You are a treasure. You are a jewel.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you for this. Everybody, thank you for coming to support this queen right here. Go show her love. Go support her. And if you know any other queens that are gamers who are out here doing the damn thing, show them love too. Because this is how we keep the racists, the narcissists, the misogynists, or as I like to call them, all the basement virgins away from our treasure. So in the meantime and in between time, as I tell all the beautiful, sexy people, and of course you have the queen over here, please stay nerdy, stay geeky, and of course always stay sexy. All right. My dear, you're an angel. You take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you. You too.
Yay! Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.